say you're on rookie mode.
Coming up next.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone, fighting his way through contact. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand. I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra from 8 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Hurts will throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Barkley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's a gain of 35.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. They'll try to run with Swift. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go to Barkley again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. On the move to his left. He's got Smith here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the two-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, 70 yards. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will cut the lead down to 15. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Out to his left. And this one complete to Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Robinson hauling it in outright. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back and forth first quarter of play. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will hold at 22.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll set up a throw. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shepard will go in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Again, it's Barkley. A nice little juke. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. And even 20 yards for Saquon Barkley. And the Giants get a bit closer. Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return, Boston Scott. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll bite. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jihad Ward. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up to touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Reed Blankenship just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Returnable here from the 38. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. From the 17, Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Eluding the pressure right at the 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD. And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't think twice about pulling his flag on that one. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it again with Barkley. Gets around him. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are able to claw one back. Extra point up and good by Bullock. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's
now some trickery. They fake the spike, and that'll be caught. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. A handoff to Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And able to get this out to the 25. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Goes right back to Smith again. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Being chased out left. And this one complete to Smith.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Dancing to his left. He's got Smith here. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the 1st half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the 1st half.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's already hit pay dirt twice.
About the gain there on 2nd down, that was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this 3rd quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
The man in motion is Brown. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. What a spin. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jihad Ward in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.